Chicken nuts.
We still got that nuts. Shovel gravel. He had to break all the black crap. He decided he didn't want that so I'm sound sick, and he's out and watching TV and eating potato chips.
What is this? I think I love
It's
that.
not until like 8:30.
Jenny, are you prepared to say anything about the budget?
Oh, we're pleased.
I know enough to say Gloria said everything was in the green.
Yeah, that's about it. That's she said.
Okay.
She said if there's questions, just.
I think we have to do this again next month anyway. So
I think so too.
we got copies of it back
I
there.
got like the first page and part of this page, like comparing it to last year. I don't really know what I'm comparing.
She is. She's funny. I know it. I don't know where you're at.
Meeting in October, I will not be here.
Okay.
I'll be in California.
Do we all get to go? Just asking.
Okay, 2-minute warning.
No, it is this stuff. It's my
Okay. Hey,
so right there by Tampa.
yeah, yeah.
Hour north of San Francisco.
We live.
Where's the San Francisco? No, San Diego.
San Diego. I was going to say, wait a minute.
Yeah, when you looked at me, I was like,
Andrew was in station for 6 months, so we
Okay.
lived up there for 6 months. You talk about poverty hard, and that was in 75, when it wasn't so quite as expensive. That was amazing.
yeah, they're loving it out there. They go camping in the mountains.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Surveying it.
We lived on. Go beautiful San Diego, you go across the mountains, beautiful desert, and just, I mean, just gorgeous out there.
Well, we haven't seen her
I hate to say this, but old enough
no, she's not biologically mine.
to. Okay, okay.
It was Stevens.
Oh,
She has nothing to do.
But she, but she's okay.
Okay, it's 6:30.
Good, that's good. That's good. So she's mine. There you go. There you go.
Bada bang. Okay, it's 6:30.
Okay.
I'll call the meeting to order. We are going to start with a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So she's got the first item on the agenda being a 2026 budget public hearing. Alex, do I need to just announce that the budget hearing is open, or do we need a motion to do that?
We'll just go ahead and announce that it's open,
Okay.
and would recommend opening the public comment during the presentation as well.
Okay. And it's my understanding we have to do this again, another month?
Correct.
Okay, so if this is the first time, the public hearing on the 2026 budget is now open, and public comment is available to you, if you want to come up to the mic. If you want time to look at the budget and you have questions, Gloria is not here, so we're going to be severely limited. She is in training tonight. She left early today, I think. How long is she going to be gone?
So Thursday.
Till Thursday? Okay. So about the best we could do is take questions and write them down. This budget, what I've heard from Gloria, is not severely impacted by the property tax things in Senate Bill 1. Everything that's in this budget was in the green, whatever that means. So does anybody have any comments? And we'll have to open this up for comments next month too. So does everybody have a copy of the budget that wanted it? Did we run out back there? I don't know if we did or not. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. I know there's some modest raises in here for town employees. The Kiwanis, the community building, the fire department, that's all still in here, I believe. I don't know if they got any increases this year. I know they got increases last year. Okay. So there being no public comment, I will close the comment section, and we will close the 2026 budget hearing for the first reading. We'll do this again next month. Okay? Yes, Sandy?
Is there any way, because I know this is going to be an annual thing, and this might not even be possible, like, is there any way to have the budget out for people who want to look at it before the first reading? Can you ask questions? I don't know.
We can ask and see if there's a way to do
It
that.
kind of, most of us haven't.
That's why I said there's another hearing.
Yeah,
And,
there's another hearing, so
so-
you'll have plenty of time to study her.
Mr. Chair, we'll take a vote on this. We'll take two readings to pass the 2025-2026 budget.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion that we pass the first reading of the budget,
I make
knowing
that
we got to
motion.
do it next month too. Got a motion from Dolores, second by Glenn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, Alex. Okay. Approval of the minutes of the July 14th council meeting. Some of you may have noticed Russell has his arm in a sling. He will not be signing tonight. He will be initialing. So at least we verbally put that into the public record. So I've looked at the minutes. Has everybody else had a chance to look them over? I thought she captured very cleanly the discussion on the park board ordinance. Okay, if there's no modifications, I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make the motion.
Jenny? Second by Russell. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
All opposed? It is unanimous. We do have the funeral deed tonight, it looks like. So the payroll vouchers, we have 1, 2, looks like 3 signature pages. Everybody had a chance to take a look at these in the email? I was wrong, there are 4 signature pages. I'll entertain a motion to approve the payroll vouchers and the funeral deed, if you would, please.
So move.
Okay, got a motion by Glenn, a second by Russell. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay. Russell, what's your middle name?
Ivan,
He's using 3 initials.
I've always signed that way for about 70 years.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the Commonwealth update. There are no pay vouchers for this evening. Matt has had hip replacement surgery, so I agreed to go over their update, and we can make copies of this available if anybody's interested. On the wastewater project, they had a construction meeting on July 17th, the community building. They took minutes and everything. Striegel has finished installing piping and manholes at the lift station site. Grading and cleanup are well underway. I don't know if you've been down to the dump, but they've graded, they've seeded. Looks pretty good. Pump bases have been installed, ready for pump installation. Electrical work has begun at both sites. That's at the lagoons and at at the lift station. Change order 1 and 2 for bypass lines and the generator were approved by USDA on August 6th, which is a good thing. There's some pretty significant lead time on the generator. So we're looking, I think, into early spring, March,
Yes.
April, something like that. But it went through.
That's a good thing that USDA, yes.
Some regulatory updates. We had a meeting with Commonwealth on August 5th at the town hall. We are a part of the PFAS testing grant. I don't know if you've heard about PFAS, all the horrible things on the internet about the forever chemicals. Well, we are a part of a testing site to help determine what the contaminant levels are going to be set at. And we have a grant that covers all of that testing. So that's all good news. We're not waiting until this all happens. We are participating in the front end. We're being proactive on it. Our wastewater permit is, renewal is due to IDEM on the 30th of September, and Jay is working on that with Commonwealth. We're working on our compliance plan. That's the sewer project. Yeah, the wastewater improvements construction is supposed to be fully completed by November 8th. With the extension of the generator, it's going to be pushed out to like March. Looks like we may have a compliance demonstration period from December of 2025 to November of 2026. On the water side, we are still under an agreed order, but we expect to come out from underneath that after a clean third quarter. July, August, September. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Andy, the numbers at your place are coming back at 66. That's the TTHM level. We have to be below 80. That's good. At the liquor store, it's 59.5. Again, it has to be below 80. So we're really confident that we will be getting no more letters about the TTHM exceedances. And if we can keep that down and under control, then we can get out from underneath another agreed order with IDEM. And the only one that will be left is the wastewater.
Correct. Slowly checking them off. If I could add, Brian, just one thing.
Yes, sir.
The next construction meeting will be held this Thursday at the community building at 1 p.m. And certainly any of the council that wants to attend are welcome to do that. So
Thursday at 1 p.m.
it's Thursday at 1 p.m. at the community building with the contractor and our engineers, our inspector, and I suspect Damon. So
I usually attend, and I usually pick one of my other council members. Russell has been to one of these meetings, Glenn has been, and Dolores has been, and Jenny, I think that's while you're working.
Yes.
So, but I've tried to kind of rotate it with the other council members. Although you were able to attend the meeting with Commonwealth to talk about the sewer project, so I did get Jenny involved in one of those.
good.
All right.
Appreciate the help. Thank you.
Yes. Strand and Associates, you're on. Let me give you a little preamble. And help me with your name again.
Rubel, Steve Rubel.
Steve Rubel. This is Steve Rubel from Strand and Associates. During the month of August, or end of July and early August, the town council, along with SARPC, wave, yeah, she's here. We went through the quality-based selection process to pick an engineer for our water tower project. And in the scoring process, Strand Engineering came out on top, and Steve is out of an office over in Columbus, and he's going to tell us why he's here.
Thank you for the introduction. Good evening, everyone. The reason why I'm here this evening is to ask approval for an engineering services agreement for us to do the tank inspection and tank observation report. That tank observation report is going to identify, pardon me, is going to identify the current deficiencies in your water tower, both inside and out. We have a climber, young lady by the name of Emily Tenalia, who works for us. She will climb the tower. She will do the inspection of the outside. She will go inside the bowl and actually inspect the inside of the bowl of the tower. And we will write all that information up in a report that identifies all the things that need to be done to bring that tower back up to a full service life. So that report then will be used as a basis to make an application to Okra for a construction grant to help pay for the actual improvements that need to happen to the tank. So for us to do that, we need to have the engineering services agreement in place. We are tentatively scheduled to come do that a week from today.
I bet you
If
sent that
you-
agreement in an email, didn't you?
I certainly did. We were working quickly to turn it all around. I have a copy of the agreement with me. I was kind of hoping that that made it out in packets. Maybe it did not.
No, but this is pretty generic stuff. I do know that the cost for this tank inspection is reimbursable once we get the Okra grant. And even if we don't get the Okra grant the first time through, it has to be done anyway. So we're kind of, and what's the estimated cost of it?
It's $15,000. So that is for the tank inspection report, and grant assistance so that we can help SIRPC put together the grant application.
Did that come from you, Steve?
It did come from me.
Steve, what's your email address?
Steve.Rubel. That might have gone only to Gloria. So if she did not forward that to you, you may not have it in your inbox.
Got something here. Okay, Alex, in the absence of a document, can we give a verbal? Because this is a,
Steve said that he does have a copy.
Okay.
And I received a copy via email, so I don't think we'll need to do a verbal. You can review, and it looks like it's set up for Damon to sign it, Superintendent. The vote would be to
Authorize him to sign.
Damon to sign on behalf of the city.
okay. Well, what else would we need to know? The cost, how soon is this going to take place?
Yeah. So we have in we have in here that our services will be complete by December 31st, 2025. They will be done before that because SIRPC needs the report by the beginning of October
Okay.
so that we can start developing the grant application and to get the grant application in by the deadline. That's what's kind of pushing us a little quicker than
Okay.
we might normally move here.
Okay. I will make the motion that we approve the engineering services agreement. These are pretty standard. We've done them with Commonwealth. Now we're doing one with Strand. Does anybody else have any?
Can I see it?
Sure,
I would just like to lay eyes on it.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Over here. Yeah, Mike.
Question, when they do the inspection on the tank, are they draining it down?
We will have to drain the tank to get inside the bowl and do a bowl inspection. As you can imagine, if there's water inside the tank, it's hard to see everything inside the bowl. So we will be coordinating that with Damon and working around whatever type of impacts that may have on the distribution system.
Yeah, Jay will be aware of it. Are you making sure the fire department knows?
Yes, and I know before when they've done that, they put, opened up some of the hydrants to adjust the pressure. And I'd say the school probably would need some relevant different systems, not as much as trouble.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. And there's 2 copies there.
Ah, okay. All right. I will make the motion that we authorize Damon to sign the engineering services agreement. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
A second from Jenny. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
All opposed? All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Park Board ordinance.
I think you need to change the ordinance. You looked at it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been looked at by Alex, or developed by Alex, and approved by the DNR. What do you want changed?
Well, looking at it, it says ordinance 2020-5.
2025-5.
Not-
Oh, that's in the agenda. There's a mistake, 2025-5.
I was gonna say, it says it
I
on
just
here,
fixed it.
right?
All right,
I see it.
Stan's, the thing
Oh,
over
Russell, you're a character. Killing me. Dolores and I had a phone call with the Department of Natural Resources and SIRPC. I think it was Victoria was on the line with us. What day was that? Was that Thursday?
I think so.
It's all been, there's been so much going on. You begin to lose track of things a little bit.
Phone with
But the-
DNR on Thursday.
Thank
at
you.
1 o'clock.
The appointments to the park board that we were talking about, we were concerned, we weren't able to write it into the ordinance that 2 seats go to the Kiwanis. And then we were told that Kiwanis couldn't be on the board because of some conflicts of interest. We pushed back and we got on a phone call with DNR and found that that was a bit of a misunderstanding on the part of SIRPC. Kiwanis can be on the board. We can't write it into the ordinance that the 2 seats go to them, but any community member that is not an elected official can be on the park board. And there's a provision later on down in the code that even encourages really active park boards. They can establish advisory councils. And that, the way the law reads, and I'm not a lawyer, Alex, I'm straying out of my lane here a little bit, but it talks about organizations that are interested in the upkeep on the park, getting seats on an advisory council. Well, we're not looking at creating even more bureaucracy. We want to put the legacy history with the Kiwanis on the park board with a couple of other members. And they said that was just fine. So any other questions from my board members? This alleviated that phone call with the guy from DNR. I didn't expect to, this is on tape too. I got to be careful. I didn't expect to like him, but I really did. So and that's not fake. Didn't I tell you that? That I said
Tell
those
me
very
what?
words.
Tell me what, Brian? Yeah, tell me what you said.
But after talking to the DNR, I really felt a lot better. Dolores, do you want to say anything about the DNR phone call?
Well, it was very informative. Glad we did it. And I'm glad that the Kiwanis is going to be able to be a member of the park board. I thought that was that was important. You know, so, very informative. Really excited.
The ordinance talks about one of the reasons we're doing this in order to be eligible for state and federal grants, including those administered by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources. That's right there on the front page. You have a copy of it. That is the main reason that we're doing this, so we can go after some of those larger grants. I think after we, if we pass this, and I expect that it will pass, we will be taking names of interested people for the park board. You can coordinate with any one of the council members. You can call the clerk's office. You can talk to Gloria or Jenny or Terrell, anybody in the water office, and put your name in the hat. Mike, I don't know how you want to communicate to us who your designated delegates might be from Kiwanis, but you can communicate them pretty much, I think, any time before the next board meeting.
I have one question, though. I wondered why I had brackets around it. It says that the board members must reside within the town of Westport or within the Parks and Recreation District established by the town council. Does that mean it still stays inside the town limits, or does that expand it out a little bit further?
So the town can essentially create its own district if it wants to.
I think we can expand it beyond the town limits if we want to, but we would have to do it, I think,
And
via ordinance, and we'd have to cite this Indiana code.
Right, and the way I read it, that's done mostly when it's like a school corporation, like when there's a school district, like that's how they do it.
Correct. So you'll see actually two places. They're highlighted in the original document, but they appear as sort of just a discoloration in this version. The first is on the front page, it's the last whereas. So one of the decision points for the town council is to determine whether they want to include a waiver of the political party affiliation, a portion of the statute, which essentially requires that, I believe is it no more than two of the four appointments would be from the same political party. And if the council finds that it's necessary due to the absence of willing and eligible appointees to satisfy that requirement, the council can decide to invoke that waiver provision. The other decision point, and this kind of goes to what Jenny was just saying, is that there's a provision that allows for, in addition to the four appointments, an additional appointment for the library district and an additional appointment for the governing body of the school corporation. And so if you have that governing body of the school corporation, or you're wanting to incorporate maybe someone from the library, I think it's more prevalent that you would have a district that would maybe be outside of what would be considered the traditional boundaries of the town.
The political party waiver is in here on purpose, and I told the DNR guy I found this really a bit comical. They want to make sure that politics does not get inserted into the board, but by requiring you have balanced
You're
parties,
inserting.
you're inserting politics into the board.
Exactly.
So I told him I didn't quite understand that. I think in a bigger community, the idea of control and balance is really important for a community such as ours. I don't see that being an issue. So that's why we've included the waiver to begin with anyway.
And so, council, with regard to the second page, there's also a portion that is highlighted at the top. All of that will not appear in the final version. So what I'm hearing is that, well, we'll have to see what the vote is, but if perhaps there's a vote, for instance, to include the waiver provision, I would remove the highlighted portion on the first page and adjust that top paragraph for the second reading next month, so that it would essentially appear as a final version based on the vote that occurs tonight.
Okay. So any other discussion from my board members?
I just want to, not a question, but I just want to commend Brian and the attorney and others that's had input in how we have been able as a community to come together in a peaceful way on what has been a little bit of touchiness, maybe in a good sense. So I just want to commend everybody for how this is ending up. Thank you.
Okay, so it's your understanding then we're going to do this in a first reading and a second reading then?
That would be the default.
Okay.
This is an ordinance that is not expending public funds, so it theoretically could pass on one reading if the motion were to set aside the rules and pass on one reading, and that motion was passed unanimously. But barring that, it would require 2 readings.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I think after the first reading, I think we've got, is that enough for you to start proceeding with the questionnaires and coordinating with Kiwanis to get some of the questionnaires out at the barbecue and everything? And I'll make a motion that we pass first reading of 2025-5. We bring it back next month for second reading. And also included in the motion that we include the political party waiver and the expanding of the districts and the schools. You can strip that out as far as I'm concerned. The only waiver that we want is without regard to political party. Make sense? Okay, motion has been made. Can I get a second?
Second.
Glenn?
Yeah,
All
And
those,
just for point of clarification, does the council find that they're, due to an absence of persons who are willing to serve and who satisfy the political party restrictions, that's the reason for
yes,
including the waiver provision?
yes it is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay, first reading done. Okay, Superintendent of Public Works, and Damon isn't here. He's sick? Okay. With that, I will open the meeting up for public comment. You can come up, and you've got your 3 minutes of fame. And ask the board anything you want. Logan? Please state your name and your address, please.
Logan Fletcher, 110 South State Road 3, Trailer 6, Westport, Indiana, 47283.
Okay,
good
No,
job.
right? So I have all the proof here, I'm coming to, I guess, the Westport Water Company to ask for forgiveness for a bill that is like $1,300, I don't want to misquote on the record, but $1,300 something dollars. And I have never missed a payment. I have the proof right here if you guys would like to. I'll set it somewhere, you guys can look or whatever. I'm just asking for help with it. I believe I had a toilet leak, but it wasn't like what I thought would be that much money worth of. It kind of seems like I don't want to not take responsibility for any of this, you know what I mean? So I don't want to blame it on anybody else. My bill, I am responsible for. So I just would like to ask for some help with it. It's never been this much ever.
yeah, tell us about the plumbers.
Oh, I've had a plumber to my house 3 times and I paid for that out of pocket too. So yeah, just to be sure. And yeah, it's not a leak.
The reason Jenny and Carolyn could not give the adjustment is because they did not find a leak. So nothing was fixed. I guess he did work on a toilet.
He did, yes.
And toilets can do that,
Yeah,
but the next step is to bring it before the board and ask us for an adjustment on the bill. It was like $1,300. We're looking at adjustment based on averages down to 130.37. Yeah, and she hasn't had an adjustment yet this year, so.
yeah, I've never missed a payment the whole time I've had a bill here. And I promise this is humbling enough for me that I do not want to be back. So.
So what was causing the leak? I mean,
See, I'm not going to say I don't live in a trailer park because I definitely do. And I'm not going to say that I don't believe, me personally, that there might have been foul play with my water hose outside, but it is a good possibility. So I don't want to blame it on anybody else, though. I take full responsibility for my bill, but I'm not saying that it couldn't happen. I'm just saying, yeah.
Whatever was going on, it appears it predominantly stopped, Carolyn, July 16th,
It was like 1,800 gallons.
18th.
I think,
No.
don't let me misquote, but
It would have been in the thousands,
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like astronomical.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was something crazily high. Like I would lean more towards like I could put anybody coming out there when I'm not there, filling up whatever. I don't know. I asked her to investigate it, but I don't want to go investigate myself because, it's better not for me to, so.
Yeah, and then explain water loss. We've seen this before. And I'm okay with this. I'll make the motion that we approve the adjustment here. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jenny,
Excuse me, may I ask you, it's coming down to what now?
130.37.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Is that right, Carolyn? Okay. So I have a motion to grant the adjustment here and a second by Jenny. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Thank you.
All opposed? Thank you. Give that to Jenny. Okay. Anyone else from the floor? Going once? Going twice? It's much cooler in here than it is outside. Thank you, but
Well, I got a question for you. Should have asked you when you were up there. Now, don't listen to him because he's going to say, "No, Dolores," but I'm going to ask you what. Now, when the water tower and we get it all fixed and we get ready to paint it. Uh-oh.
right.
Well, we have some ideas, and Mr. Gatewood's, let's see, ancestors, yeah, okay, put a goat up there. Now, I've been thinking, and my little mind, my little mind just churns, and I worked with a teacher that is a fabulous artist, and she's working on something right now with the covered bridge. We have a covered bridge, beautiful cover. We could put the covered bridge on there, and we could put goats around the covered bridge. Then we found an alligator in a ditch this
Here in town.
summer. We did. We could put an alligator floating belly
Sand
up
Creek.
in the river.
Yeah.
Then we could put a cougar in the tree looking at the goats.
Well, you had me right up until cougar
Oh,
because
uh-oh.
I happen to be North Decatur High School.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
So it is a party affiliation that is going to throw the cougar out, right?
We put many things on water towers and.
Well, we could have a horse racing up the drive up through there. I know. Maybe a little bitty horse.
Right,
Little bitty-
down in the corner. Yes.
But
Dolores,
anyway, I just
Dolores,
love to get him going.
what's the reason for the goat?
Well, you asked Brian. It was his people that did
If I
it.
think I know, I want to ask Brian to talk about it. If there's anything.
Yeah, I plead the fifth.
It's
I
just
can't be
that
held
it-
accountable for what my ancestors did.
I know the answer.
It's just that when we first moved up here in 81, that was one of the first stories I heard about the Gatewoods. And I thought, well, so it's just kind of stuck with me 40 years, But anyway, so
All
I
right.
don't mean to embarrass
With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Please.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Oh,
can I get a
sorry.
second?
I'll third it.
Okay, I got a second from Dolores, third from Glenn. All those in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye, please. Aye. All opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you.